Alrighty guys, it's crazy to say that 2024 is coming to a close here very shortly. Absolutely mind-blowing, but we get to look forward to our 2025 releases, and I have a massive, when I say massive, I mean massive list of books that I'm looking forward to in 2025, but I decided to kind of like pare it down for you guys, so we're going to be talking over my 25 most anticipated releases of 2025. So let's dive on in. Welcome back for those that are coming back, and for those that are new here, my name is Laura. I want to preface this by saying these dates may not be 100% accurate. I got some of them from Goodreads, I got some of them from Amazon. You guys know how dates work, sometimes they can get pushed back, all of that good stuff. I just wanted to say that in the beginning here. But let's start on off. I do have to also say that the grand majority of these are romance books. Now, in the beginning here, we're going to start off with secular books, and then at the end, I do have a list of Christian fiction as well. So I split my 25 up between secular and Christian fiction, and we will just go over them. Like I said, mostly romance. Of course, the first one I'm going to talk about is not romance. This one is said to come out January 14th. This is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I am really excited for this book. Dave actually got me a book of the month subscription, one of those gift things for Christmas. So this was actually a December book for them. So it was an early release book. So I have that on the way. I loved Rock, Paper, Scissors. I read Sometimes I Lie and Good Bad Girl. Really enjoyed those as well. So I'm looking forward to diving into her new release this year. Then next on February 4th, we have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I have to say, I am a little nervous about Ali Hazelwood. I don't know if her writing is going to get spicier and spicier. I have different boundaries as far as spice goes, so we shall see how I feel about her books as we go. I did read Bride. Absolutely loved Bride. I thought all of the elements of Bride were just so well done. So that makes me more excited for this one. I do have Not in Love on my shelves, but I have not gotten to it because I've heard such mixed opinions, and I heard it's more spice heavy than anything. So that's just kind of sitting there. I'm a little nervous, but I do want to dive into more of Ali Hazelwood's work, especially with Bride being one of my top reads of 2024. So that one is on there as well. The next one is also released February 4th, and this one is Unloved by Peyton Corinne. Have I read book one, Unsteady? No. I plan on reading it. I hope to read both of these books in 2025. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Unsteady, and I just really want to get to her books and her writing, so we shall see. But that is one that I do look forward to coming out, just so I can, read them and get through them. Again, first book is already out, Unsteady, and that is the second book. The next one, this one comes out February 11th. This one is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I am currently reading Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison, and I am so enjoying that book. I'm really enjoying her writing style. I'm enjoying her book in general, so I am really looking forward. B.K. Borison actually has two releases, one we will get to later on, and I'm excited about that. I will continue Lovelight Farms, but on top of that, I am looking forward to this book coming out. Next up, we have March 4th. That is Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I did read Wild Love, and it was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular to me, but I do still want to continue on with the series. I loved seeing West in the first book, and I know the second book is about him, and I do plan on continuing the series. I want to see more of Elsie Silver's writing, more of her writing style, and just, her books in general. So I am looking forward to this one. Like I said, I do plan on picking up that second book before this one comes out. Can you tell? I always think I'm going to pick up so many books, and I just kind of don't get to them. I will pick up these books. I will. I promise. Then next we have March 6th. I've read two other books by this author, and I am so excited about this one. This one is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I read Every Summer After and This Summer Will Be Different. I loved both of those books. The only one I didn't read is Meet Me at the Lake because I heard such mixed opinions on it, but I am going to end up picking that one up because, like I said, I did love her other two books. So I am looking forward to this one as well. This one, again, will be read this year, and I am so excited about it. And by the way, her covers are just absolutely stunning. So there is that one. This next one comes out March 13th. This one is Story of My Life by Lucy Score. Now, I've only read the, oh my gosh, what is it called? Oh my gosh. Why am I blanking? Why am I blank? Oh, the Knock 'em Out series. I don't know why I was blanking so hard. I read the Knock 'em Out series, really enjoyed that series. I really loved the third book. In the order that I loved them, it was the third book, the first, and the second. This one I'm really excited for. I'm excited for a new release from her. I know her other books were getting published, like traditionally published, so they were slowly coming out as well. I have to get to more of her backlist. I really want to read more of her books. I love her writing. So this one I am very, very excited for. I believe this one also is going to have like stenciled edges, and it just looks really pretty as well. So there is that one. The next one comes out April 1st. This is another author I've read from and loved. This one is Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. Now, I'm kind of iffy on this one, but I'm more excited about it than not. So with Beth O'Leary, I read The Flat Share, loved it. That was one of my 5-star books last year, and I absolutely loved it. Now, I read The Wake Up Call last year as well. Didn't love that one. I was excited about it, but the miscommunication in that book drove me nuts. Anyway, excited about this one, excited to give her work another try. I do know a lot of other people really love her other books as well, so I do want to get to those eventually, but I'm excited about her new release coming out. The next one, I have the first book for this one on my shelves. I will read this before this book comes out. Again, this is April 1st. This is Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping by Jessie Q. Sutanto. And I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about book one. I am a huge cozy mystery lover, and I've heard even people that don't love cozy mysteries are all about this one, so this makes me so excited for this series. I kind of wanted to wait until this one was going to come out to read book one, and I'm just so excited. I wish I had more cozy mysteries on here because I do love reading them, but I need to get caught up in the series I'm in the middle of before I start adding more cozy mysteries to my shelves here, because I have a ton that I have not started. I have a ton I'm in the middle of. This one in particular, though, I am so looking forward to. And last but not least, for April 1st, this one I haven't heard anybody talk about. This is Any Trope But You by Victoria Levine. I'm excited about this one. So this one, there's something about, I could be wrong, I read the synopsis and this is just the vibe it's giving me. It's something about this woman had a career path, but it all kind of went to the wayside. Now she is trying to write her debut murder mystery novel, I believe, and she gets sent to some kind of resort by her sister who is chronically ill, and while she's at this resort, things just keep happening and she kind of just like falls into this romance, and she's like, what are the odds that I go to this resort and like this romance is sparking? And she's like, I'm in a rom-com type of situation. It just sounds really cute, and I'm looking forward to diving on into that one. It does feel more wintry to be released in April, but we shall see. It has like a winter looking cover, so I was like, surprised this is released in April, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited. I love that kind of a premise where she's going, you know, to kind of reinvent herself and like do something new, and then she falls into a different path. And not that she falls into a different path, but she has a romance budding there as well. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I read the synopsis and just got very excited about it, so I thought I would throw that one in here as well. This next one, I have not read this series. I know, guys, I know, but these, I'm just excited about them. I do plan on getting to this series as well. As you can tell, I have a lot of reading plans come the new year. I always say I'm going to mood read, and then I just have all of these plans. We shall see if I get to all of these books. We shall see. This one is actually part of a series. It comes out April 15th. It is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. This is part of, I don't even know what it's necessarily called, but the first book is done and dusted. I plan to pick that up in the new year as well. Will I get through all of them? I don't know. I heard they're very quick, fast, easy reads, and a lot of people that have very similar reading tastes really love these. I also love cowboy romances, so we shall see. That is why I'm excited about this one. I think this is the last book in the series, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe I will read the whole series come this new year. We shall see. This next one comes out May 20th. It's Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. I have not read anything by Tara DeWitt, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about her books and her writing. So I'm excited to give this one a go. I decided to pick this one up first from her because this said it was a second chance romance with humor, and that's all I needed to hear. I love second chance. I love humor in books. They're just two things that really make a book for me. So I'm excited to give this one a go, give her writing a try, and see how I feel about her writing and potentially get into her backlist. So I figured this would be the perfect place for me to start with her books. Shortly after that, we have It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. This one comes out May 27th. This one I'm excited about, again, because I've heard amazing things about this author. I have currently 2 of her books on my shelves. I got thrifting, and I was so lucky to find these books thrifting. This was the first and only time I've ever seen her books thrifting, so I hurry up and snag them. I'm excited to jump into her work. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I also heard these are clean and closed doors, so I'm excited about that aspect of these books as well, especially since they're so highly talked about and loved. Excited. Excited is an understatement. So I'm excited to get to her other books as well as this one in the new year. Now the following month in June, on the 24th, a new book by Sarah Adler comes out. I have not read anything by her, but I saw this book and had to mention it. It is called Finders Keepers. I was excited about this one because not only do I love a second chance romance, which this is what it sounds like, it's childhood friends to lovers. So in this one, what I'm getting from the synopsis here is our female main character has everything kind of go crazy. She also loses, it kind of sounds like the other book as well. She loses her job and she moves back in with her parents. Well, while she's home with her parents, her neighbor, who was her crush growing up, is also home. And they have this treasure hunt that they were doing when they were younger. And something about this treasure hunt like forced them apart when they were younger. But now obviously they're older and, you know, things are a lot different. So they decide to go back on this treasure hunt together and, you know, things go from there. I'm excited about this one. I love the premise of this story. I'm excited to see how this book unfolds. Like I said, I love a good second chance because it even says that when they were younger, they were in a relationship together. So there's the second chance. There's the childhood friends to lovers. This one I am excited for, and I can't wait to dive into it when it comes out. This next one is the 3rd book in a series. This comes out August 7th. It's Accomplice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I read Assistant to the Villain and really enjoyed the book. Now, as far as humor goes, you guys know I said I really love humor in books. I loved the humor in Assistant to the Villain, and I think if you don't like the humor in that book, it's a complete miss. So this series has been really hit or miss with people, but I am excited for the 3rd book. I have not gotten to the 2nd yet. I kind of want to wait a little bit because I feel like when I dive back into this world, I'm going to want to be like completely in this world again. So I feel like when we get closer to the 3rd book coming out is when I'm going to pick up the 2nd book in this series. Like I said, I love diving into this world. I love the humor. I love the characters, and I can't wait to see where these books go. So there is that one. And then last but not least, as far as secular books go, this is The Other B.K. Borison. This comes out October 7th, and it is called Good Spirits. Again, I don't even need to know really much about this book. It gives all the winter vibes. So I'm excited to jump into this one. Like I said, I am loving Love Light Farms, and I cannot wait to continue on with this series and pick up more of her books, especially newer ones. So I'm excited about it. I love her writing now as it is, but excited to see where she takes not only Love Light Farms, but her other books as well. So that wraps up the secular books I'm excited for. So now let's jump into the Christian books that I'm excited for. As you guys know, I love Christian fiction. So as far as Christian fiction goes, this one comes out February 11th. But what's weird about this one is it does not have a synopsis on Goodreads, but the cover is stunning. I know people say not to judge a book by its cover. I'm doing it. We have Grandma Ruth Doesn't Go to Funerals by Sharon Mondragon. I hope I'm saying that right. But I am excited about this one specifically, you know, for the cover, but I also just am curious. I am very curious about this book. So we shall see. That is one that really piques my interest. Don't know why. Cover vibes maybe, but excited about that one. The next one comes out February 14th. This is an author that I'm currently like working my way through her book, so I figured I would include her on here because I do enjoy her writing. This is Uneasy Street by Becky Wade. This is part of the Sons of Scandal series. It is book 3. Again, I am not caught up in this series, but I am working my way through Becky Wade's books. She has a lot of books out, and I'm working my way slowly through them. I read 2 of her books this year, My Stubborn Heart, which was okay for me, and what was the other one? Stay With Me, and I really enjoyed Stay With Me. So I'm going to continue on with the Misty River romance series, which is the Stay With Me is the first book in that one. Going to continue on with that series, and I have another series of hers on my shelves. But I do really want to get to this series as well. This is an indie published series of hers, so I am curious about it and I am very intrigued. So I want to get to it eventually. Will it be this coming year? I am not sure, but I do love Becky Wade, so I wanted to mention her newest release on here as well. This next one comes out March 4th, and I have tried a book by this author, The Christmas Tree Farm, and I was not in love. In fact, I rated it kind of low, but it was because it was a novella, and I feel like there was just more that needed to be fleshed out, and I felt a little bit of it was rushed, so I thought that maybe it was just, you know, the fact that it was a novella. So this one is Welcome to the Honey B&B by Melody Carlson. I've heard really great things about her writing, so I want to give a full-length novel of hers a go, and that is why this one is on here. Not only is the cover absolutely stunning, but like I said, I've heard really great things about her writing. We shall see. I'm giving her work another go, and I'm anticipating this one because I do think that this may be a hit for me. So that is why that one is on here. Now on April 1st, this will be a new to me author. Heard nothing but absolutely phenomenal things. And I was going to read another one of her books before this one came out, but I think I'm just going to go into this one as being my first book by this author. This is Tempest at Annabelle's Lighthouse by Jamie Jo Wright. Again, have not read anything by Jamie Jo Wright, but have heard nothing but absolutely amazing things about her writing. So I'm very intrigued, very interested in picking up some of her work. Again, I want this to be my first one, and then I will go through her backlist. I've heard, like I said, amazing, amazing, amazing things. We are getting The Voices We Find by Nicole Deese. I am so excited about this book. So excited about this book. I read The Words We Lost and I absolutely adored this book. It is part of the Fog Harbor romance series. Now this newest one is the third book in this series. I have book 2 on my shelves and I'm kind of waiting till it gets a little bit closer to the release of book 3 to read book 2. Her writing is just, it's so good. It's so descriptive. There's so much development. I was just absolutely in love. Now, I will say that book 1 was a little bit of, it's not necessarily slower paced, but it is very much character driven, and I love that. But you do need to know that going in. It's not going to be like this fast-paced book that, you know, has you on your edge of your seat. It's not like that, but it will keep you interested. It is very character driven. You get to know these characters so well. Like I said, the character development, the relationship development in her books, it's always absolutely phenomenal, and that is why I am so excited for book 3 in this series. Now this next one comes out May 20th. I have not started this series. I am starting it in 2025. It's going to be started. This is one of those books that, like, you know how I said, like, I don't, you know, I say I'm going to start things, I don't start things. I am starting this series in 2025. I have not heard a single person say something negative about this series whatsoever. This one is Every Hour Until Then by Gabrielle Meyer. I have book 1 on my shelves. I need to just pick it up. Again, it is getting started in 2025. Heard nothing but amazing things. I cannot wait for this. It is a time travel series. Cannot wait to jump into it. Just so excited. So excited. Did I read book 1 yet? No, but I am so excited to jump into this entire series in 2025. Okay, we are coming down to the last couple here. The next one I have is July 1st, Fire Mountain by Dana Mentink. I recently read Dana Mentink's Cozy Mystery series, the Shake Shop series. I absolutely love her writing. She keeps you intrigued. I just fell in love with the characters in the Shake Shop series. So I am going into Fire Mountain, and this is, I feel like I'm going to pick this book up because I've heard great things about Dana's writing outside of the cozy mystery genre in general. I've heard really great things. But with this one, I am even more intrigued to pick this one up because this is not part of the, I feel like most of her books are part of the Love Inspired series. I don't know where to start with any of those books. I know technically you can grab them when, like, wherever in the series. You guys know I'm really weird about series. I see love-inspired books all the time at thrift stores. I'm just always so nervous to pick them up. I don't know what series belongs to which. They have numbers on the spines that don't make sense to me because I'm not very much educated in the love-inspired series and, like, how it works and all of that good stuff. So I'm excited about Fire Mountain. I will be picking this book up. I love Dana's writing. I love her character development. I am very, very excited about this one. Something outside of cozy mysteries I'm going to try for Dana, and just excited about it. This next one is another one coming out in July. It comes out July 15th. This is The Collector of Burned Books by Rosanna M. White. I read my first book by Rosanna M. White this month. I read Christmas at Sugar Plum Manor. The Christmas vibes were immaculate. The character development in this novella was so well done. Like I said, I am not a huge novella person because oftentimes the character development, the relationship development, it's just not there for me. While I do have some things to say about, you know, the relationship development in Christmas at Sugar Plum Manor, for it being a novella, so well done. So I am so excited to jump into a full-length novel of hers. Not only do I want to read her newest release, but I also want to go back and read some of her backlist as well. The Imposter series is one I am very, 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 very intrigued by. So I'm excited to go back and read some of her books, but also obviously excited for her newest release. Alrighty guys, this next book, I saved this book for last. I don't have very many indie published books on my list because I feel like you don't know indie published books like you do know traditionally published books in advance, like way in advance, almost a year in advance before they come out. With indie published, I don't know, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's weeks. You just really never know when we're gonna get the announcement that they're coming out. This one I am just so excited for. It comes out April 16th. This is Penance by T. Bell. This is the second book in her Rising from Ashes series, and I am so excited about this book. At first when I saw the characters, I was like, I don't know about this one, but I'm really excited about it. This is Theo and this is Lily. What I have to say about T. Bell, she does not get enough hype about her writing. Her writing is so good. The character development, the relationship development, the depth she goes to in her books, the faith elements, it's all there. It's all so well done. If you are a Christian fiction reader, especially if you love Christian romance, pick up these books. Her writing is just like a breath of fresh air. I loved it. So not only have I read Redemption by T. Bell, but I picked up her whole backlist as well, and she just had another book come out. I picked that up as well. That is on the way to me. I'm just excited to jump into more of T. Bell's work in general. I think her writing, like I said, is very underhyped, and this one I am just so excited to continue on in this series. So there is Penance by T. Bell, and that wraps up all of my most anticipated releases this year. Those are the ones that I am most excited for. I do know that Emily Henry has a release coming out. I know Lauren Asher has the third book in her Lakefront Billionaire, I believe, series coming out. I didn't like the first book, so I didn't continue on with the series. I actually DNF'd book one. I know a lot of people are excited about that. Who else has books coming out? There are a lot of authors coming out with books. Why am I blanking? There was another one I wanted to mention that I am completely blanking on. But anyway, those are the ones that I am most excited for. Those are the 25 that I wanted to share with you guys, especially some of the ones that I know that aren't talked about nearly as often as others. So those are the 25 I am very, very, very much looking forward to. I would love to know what you're most anticipating in 2025. Leave those down below. I'm sure I'm going to see some of your comments and be like, oh my goodness, yes, completely forgot about that. So make sure to leave your most anticipated in the comments down below, especially if you think I missed something. If you know I love something and you're like, Laura, you're completely missing this, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys again for being here. I appreciate you guys so, so much. If you like this video, make sure to give it that thumbs up. And if you want to see more bookish related videos, make sure to stick around. I would absolutely love to have you. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you soon.